Imagine controlling your smart home with just a thought, or moving a prosthetic limb as if it were your own arm. Sounds like science fiction, right? But here's the truth. Brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, are no longer a fantasy. They're here, they're real, and in some cases, they're already changing lives. The question is, what can they actually do right now, and where do the limits still hold us back? Forget keyboards. Forget touchscreens. The next leap in human-computer interaction won't be about what you can touch. It'll be about what you can think. Brain-computer interfaces are poised to fundamentally reshape the way we live, work, and connect. But how close are we to that revolution? And what real-world applications already exist today? Let's start with the breakthroughs. One astonishing demonstration showed a paralyzed patient using only their thoughts to control a robotic arm, lifting a drink to their mouth for the very first time in years. That's not science fiction, that's science fact. Neuroprosthetics are restoring sight and hearing. Think of cochlear implants that help thousands of people hear, or experimental retinal implants that bring back vision. These are brain-computer interfaces already transforming lives. And while the dramatic headlines capture our attention, many BCIs are quietly being integrated into medical devices, helping patients with Parkinson's disease, epilepsy, or severe depression regain control over their lives. But how does it all work? At its core, a BCI is about reading and interpreting brain activity. The simplest approach uses EEG, electrodes on the scalp, to detect brain waves. More advanced methods like ECoG place sensors directly on the surface of the brain. And then there are invasive implants, which dive deep into brain tissue to capture signals at the source. But here's the challenge. Translating thought into action is incredibly complex. Signal fidelity is limited, bandwidth is low, and the brain's language is still mostly a mystery. Think of it like trying to translate the most complicated code ever written, except the dictionary is incomplete and constantly changing. Still, the impact today is remarkable. Locked-in patients, people unable to move or speak, are using BCIs to type messages and communicate with loved ones purely through thought. Stroke survivors are regaining motor skills faster thanks to rehabilitation systems powered by BCIs. For many, these technologies are restoring independence, dignity, and hope. But progress comes with challenges. The brain is a fortress. It doesn't always welcome foreign objects. Implants can trigger immune responses, and long-term stability is a major concern. Then there's the elephant in the room, privacy. If a BCI can read your thoughts, even partially, but who owns that data? Can it be hacked? Can it be misused? These questions aren't science fiction. They're urgent, and they need answers. And of course, companies like Neuralink have fueled hype with bold promises. But separating futuristic dreams from today's reality is critical. The truth is, safe, everyday BCIs for healthy consumers are still years away. But let's step back and ask, what happens when the line between human and machine blurs? Will BCIs empower us, or will they redefine what it means to be human? Could they enhance memory, creativity, even consciousness itself? The choices we make today about safety, ethics, and purpose will determine whether BCIs become tools of empowerment or tools of control. And that's why understanding this technology isn't just for scientists or engineers, it's for all of us. The era of brain-computer interfaces has already begun. It's no longer a matter of if, but how far we're willing to go. So here's the question I'll leave you with. Would you connect your brain to a computer? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the future of science and technology, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The future is closer than you think.